Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert was the third quarterback taken in the last draft behind Joe Burrow, who went to Cincinnati, and Tua Tagovailoa, who went to Miami. What a career at Oregon. Capped it with a huge Rose Bowl win, not just with his arm, but with his legs as well. And the Chargers, they wanted to make sure they had their next guy in line after Phillip Rivers left the team. Many thought it would be Tyrod Taylor, but Justin Herbert beat him out and has become a starter as a rookie.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And he spins through. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 2nd season out of Missouri, Drew Lock.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Lock going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Out to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Drew Lock keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That's into the hands of Eckler. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Chargers 0.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Stephon Diggs, incomplete.
Throwing again. Block. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other target.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold
through by Myers.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So Stephon Gilmore, an all-pro defensive player of the year in 2019, had his first career pick six a season ago, and he delivers another one here. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. If second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
35-yard line.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Well, he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lock now to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
8 more yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
17-yard
from the gun. It's Lock.
Let's just call it what it is.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Lockett.
Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Complete to Hunter Henry.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Herbert's pass complete to Keenan Allen.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Herbert throwing again. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Chargers 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 14-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
13 yards.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the three-quarter.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 20.
We see Drew Lock and the offense coming back on. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, at the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lock. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with the defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it paid.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. D.K. Metcalf ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
On the return, the Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Mike Badgley to kick.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's good for us.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Made at the 44-yard line.
2nd down and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now to the air, Lock. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Complete to Will Disley.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out in the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Los Angeles.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. He's going to take off with it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
That one complete to Joe Reed.
Taylor's pass.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to find Green. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on third and a yard. First target, first catch, and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Charger.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Coming, baby.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor, he's got his tight end complete. It's Green. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Taylor. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Dorsett. Oh, he bowls over him.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Dorsett on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing now, Smith. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25.
In your face!
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the gun, Taylor.
Got a man open. It's K.J. Hill.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun, Taylor. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
On the play.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson.
Taylor.
Silver. Hey, one set. Check.
Now Taylor on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.